Thursday to everybody. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day today. You guys already know me. You know how it goes. I try to be on time, and most of the time I am on time, but every now and again I be a little bit late. So allow me, as nephew from Red's Room TV would say, allow me. Like that means just give me a little break. I appreciate it. So while I'm getting everything set up here, I hope that everybody can hear me. Let's just do a sound check here real quick. Oh my gosh, am I even live? Am I live, y'all? Let's see. Let me see. Did I set this for public? I hope I did, guys, because you know me, I always be making bloopers. So let's just see. Am I live and in living color, guys? Let me see. I think I am in live and in living color. Awesome. So I had to make sure, guys, I was live because sometimes I will make these little bloopers and honey, get everything all miscombobulated. I guess that's the right word. Well, hello, welcome in. It's that let's see, how do you say your name? Mundra Vlogs. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming through. Hello, the Black Widow's Well. What is going on, my darling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out for a few minutes with Mrs. G while she on her lunch break, child, or she on her lunch break. And y'all hope I ain't got nothing stuck in my teeth because I just got to eat me a little sandwich. And I didn't realize what time it was, and the time just got by so quick. So I'm just kind of all over the place, but you know how I do. So I got to drink me a little water and get my mouth just right. But it is an absolute gorgeous day outside today. And so I've been trying to work on being a little bit more consistent, y'all, coming in, because last week, y'all, I was on the ball last week, and I was there pretty much every day doing a live. If it wasn't but for a little while, I did what I did last week, and I felt pretty good about myself. Now, y'all, let me move out of the camera because I need to get this. I got this little something in my teeth. Hold on, y'all, don't look. I had something. I felt like I had something stuck in my teeth, and I don't want to be up here all in y'all face and getting stuff stuck in my teeth, and y'all don't tell me that she got nothing in her teeth. You know what I'm talking about? But oh, it's beautiful there too. Oh, great, awesome! I love that. I'm ready for some good weather because it's been cold. The weather just been kind of, I guess they say a little bit bipolar like, because it be hot and then it be cold and then it be hot and cold. Y'all see, I still got my fall stuff on because I just came outside out there feeding the cats. Y'all know I got a bunch of cats in my yard. So we had 14 cats total, but now it's down to 13 because one of my cats got on a live child. Messed around out there with one of my other animals, honey, trying to go up to the dog's plate and eat, honey. And the dog wasn't hearing that. So, you know, it didn't end pretty. So I got 13 out here in the yard right now. Of course, you know, I got my favorites, honey. I got my favorite who is Badger. And then I have one that my husband named him Wolf. And they're just a sweet personality. So I love those two. Those are my two favorites. Yep. Black, what did you say? It was 33 degrees Monday. And 80 degrees right. I'm telling you, this weather is crazy. It is absolutely unhinged. We just say it like that. It's a little bit unhinged, honey. Because we've been having some crazy weather. But you know, I'm grateful because so many people are having way worse weather than we are. Some people are having the snow, the blizzards, they're having tornadoes, all kind of stuff like that. So I'm very thankful to be having the good weather that we are experiencing. Though we did have some snow. Now we had some snow early on this year. We had a little snow. What? You in Tennessee? The Black Widow's Web is in Tennessee. Nice. I have a really sweet friend who I call my YouTube bestie. She's in Tennessee as well. Her channel is called Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. And she is my YouTube bestie. And she's also in Tennessee. So yeah, she said you guys had, in the area that she was in, they just had some snow. Maybe a couple of days ago? They might have had some snow in the area that she was in, but she had just got through bragging about how warm it was, honey. And next thing you know, Mother Nature said, I got something for you, Miss Paula. And then they start getting snow. So I think she's going to enjoy the snow as well. Get out there and play in the snow like little kids. You know how we do. You are? You sub to her? Wonderful. Yay. So you know Mrs. Paula does retirement. Good deal. That is so good. That is so good. Glad to see that. I am so happy to see that. And thank you so much for spending time with Mrs. G today. I really appreciate it. On my lunch break live. And what I said was, um, no, on Thursdays, normally on Thursday evenings, I normally do a live stream. And it once sometimes just be a little random, you know what I'm saying? We be just talking about a little this, a little that. But every now and again, I do like to have some topics, some engaging topics, you know, a little something to talk about so we can get everybody involved. So I was working on a topic for that today, and I'm like, I wonder if anybody got any suggestions. But I'm gonna tell you what my topic was, the original thing I was thinking about talking on, because I think everybody can relate to this. And that's this evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's when I plan on. That's when my lives normally are on Thursdays. Um, who's that coming in saying, "Hey, hello"? We've got RH. Chat. I got the glasses on and still struggling to see. Who we got coming in? We got BH Road Story. Well, hello, BH. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out with our Auntie G in the house, honey, on her little lunch break. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie, hanging out today. So, yeah, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you so much. Blessings. But I was saying that normally on Thursday evenings, around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, I do live streams. A lot of times, like I said, we hang out with the family. I hang out with my son, Lil J, and my niece, Nita Mae. We hang out together. And we just kind of have little different topics. You know, we just have fun. You said you're from Botswana? Ooh, nice. Blessings. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Wow. Isn't it amazing how we can communicate with people all over the world? Isn't that amazing? I think that is so amazing. Technology has so many perks. You know what I'm saying? It's just a blessing, and it can also be, you know, not so good. But when you use it the right way, honey, it's a blessing. I think it's just awesome that we can reach out and we can meet people all over the land, all over God's beautiful land. We can meet and greet. Yes, small world. It is Black Widow. Yeah, Miss Rhonda. I mean Miss Paula. Hey, Joseph, what's going on? Welcome in. Afternoon to you. Welcome in. Joseph Brown says, Mrs. G, blessed afternoon, and to everybody in the chat. So he just came in and he doing it the old Southern way. Because when you come to folk, what you supposed to say? You're supposed to say, hey, how y'all doing? And that's what Joseph did. So, hey, how you doing, Joseph? Blessing, my friend. What was I saying? Y'all know Miss G, I will forget what I'm talking about in a minute. I don't know what I was talking about. Y'all help me remember what I was talking about. Hey, Grant, what's going on? Grant's faithful GOP1 journey. Welcome in, Grant. Thank you so much for coming and hang out with Mrs. G for a few minutes, you know, for a little while on lunch break. Thank you so much, Grant. And Grant, you know, I tuned in to your live the other day, you know, when you and your wife were talking about the loss of your sweet, precious baby girl. And I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story. And it meant a lot. You know, it takes a lot sometimes to share things like that. So thank you so much. And I just pray that the peace of God has really helped you both through that time, and that just to know that she's the little angel is in a beautiful, beautiful place now, and that you will see her again one day. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. So you said you're good, Joseph. You're good so far. Okay. Well, you know, I got to ask, you know, we said, how you doing? Okay, Black Widow. Thank you, baby. Help Auntie out. So the topic I was talking about was, what I said. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, yeah. My topic for Thursday. Thank you, baby, for helping me out. Because I get all off key sometime and we forgot what I'm talking about. So, so for Thursday's topic, well, tonight's topic, y'all, is at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's the plan, baby. Auntie want to talk about something that you know, I'm going to talk about how do you, well, I guess the subject line is going to be bitter or better. That's the bulk of it. Are you bitter about something, or has that made you better? Which one are you? So if you know, that's kind of what I want to talk about today, you know. So I think that's going to be the topic. You know, this is something I just kind of want to share. And then I will ask also, I plan on having the panel open so that people can come up if they choose. You know, I got to make sure I know you, because you can't just click on let everybody up there, because child, I heard some bad stories, honey. Folks had their link up there and folk come up there, child, and they be doing some, I heard some crazy stories. I'm telling y'all, people do some low down stuff. I just don't make sense. People do some low down stuff. Hi, Spartan. Welcome, welcome. Wait a minute. Hold on. I hope you come in peace. I need to read what you said first. Well, I'm talking about welcome. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh, see, now you see what I'm saying? Now, see, I take my welcome back. That type of attitude, it's not welcome in here. So, you can take that on somewhere else and go on about your business. You go to where you feel comfortable at. Okay. You baby, you got to go. Bye. 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 Grant. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely. So you guys, my mods, if you're in the house, if y'all see something out of pocket, y'all go ahead and take care of it for me. Okay. I appreciate it. So Grant, you are a mod, and you can jump in if you see something out the way. Go ahead and help me out. I appreciate you. So we got Joseph saying all the nice little smiley faces, the hugs, and all that good stuff. Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know what? Trolls gotta eat. So yeah. But you know what? I can handle them trolls, baby. Now, if they, some things I can deal with, but some stuff I just ain't gonna tolerate. Okay, Star Boom in the house. Good deal. So Star Boom, you keep your eyes peeled. If you see some drama up in here, you know what to do. But yeah, anyway, I was saying how the topic tonight will be bitter or better. You know how we all go through things sometimes, and we go through disappointments. People disappoint you and they embarrass you, or they just hurt you. And so I just want to talk about a little bit of how do you handle that hurt, that disappointment, that embarrassment. Does it make you bitter, or does it make you better? So that's what the topic going to be about today a little bit. That's what we're going to talk about. So y'all come on in. We're going to talk about it. So yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight, y'all. That's what we're going to do. All right. Now let's see what we got. You said Charles got, you did I put, okay. So Joseph, you're doing all the really nice, thank you so much. All the cute little, one of those little thingies I'm looking at, like some grass or something, and nice little sparkly stuff. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But beyond that, y'all, I don't know. I had my little notebook out and everything. I was like, what are we going to talk about today? So that's kind of what I want to, the route I want to go to tonight and talk about that. But beyond that, guys, I'm just enjoying my beautiful, beautiful day. It is absolutely gorgeous here. It's just a little bit of a breeze, y'all. Just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit of a breeze. But it's nice, it's nice. So I can't complain, or I won't complain, because it's a nice day out, y'all. I did not drop my unfortunately, because it was kind of a last minute thing for me. I didn't go ahead and post my live that I was coming on to my usual crew to let them know Mrs. G was in the house. I didn't do that today, y'all. I was slack. And before you know it, child, it was 12:45. And I was like, oh my God, let me hurry up and sit out here. Let me sit down. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Even though we know you ain't the real Steve Harvey, you know what I'm saying? But yes, Steve, listen, I 100% agree, baby. I turn to him every day. Jesus is, honey, that is my go-to. That is my go-to. So yes. Amen to that. So Blackwater says, don't let anybody steal your joy, and don't waste your day. That's what I'm talking about, baby. They ain't stealing my joy, honey. Because this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, baby. So that's what I got to remember. That's what I got to keep in mind. Wait a minute. What the thing? There go the light. There's the light. See, now I have some light on the subject. I was wondering why I was looking so dark, and I had my light turned just right. So y'all see I got the little tray up here in my lap now, because I got my laptop up here. Sometimes I be situated and sometimes I don't. Welcome in, Steve. Welcome in, Steve Harv. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that a countdown, Steve? Is that a countdown? Welcome in. I hope you're having a great day today. No complaints on my end. Other than I can't get this camera to sit just right like I wanted to, but you know how it is, y'all. There we go. I'm in the center now, y'all. I'm in the center. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer to y'all. Be up in your face. I was watching a content creator the other day, and he has like classes where he calls it the Academy. And what he does, the channel is called Yoga with Goga. Yeah, I know it may sound might not sound like what you think it is, or what you know what I'm saying. I don't know how some people are about yoga, but it might not sound. The channel might surprise you a little bit. Now he does do those types of things. He does have yoga, but he is a very, very knowledgeable, I like to say YouTube guru. And he ain't like one of them gurus is up there making all the millions of dollars and telling folks all this stuff and trying to gatekeep. He ain't one of those kind. He's like down to earth, but he does his research. So he knows a lot about the YouTube, the back end of YouTube. And he does research. So he has what he calls these classes. Hey Glenn, what's going on, Glenn? How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's right. That's right, Steve. Hey, praise and put your hands up in the air. Much love, Steve. Much love, Steve. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in, baby. And before you and show no do it before you leave. Now, if you don't hit that like button when you first come in, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. All right, y'all be blessed here now. Anyway, so I was on his channel, honey, on his in his academy, his class, child, his master class, and he was talking about the things you need to do. He was talking about live etiquette. You know, the type of, what you need to do when you get ready to go on live and things you should not do when you get ready to go on live. And he just had a very, very funny story. And, I ain't want to go into all what his story was, but he told a story about something that happened to one of the hosts as she was getting ready to leave the live. Honey, she didn't have her mic muted. And honey, everybody heard her tooted. She didn't have her mic muted. Therefore, everybody heard when she tooted. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, child. And it was just so funny. So he said that is what made him decide to make some content along the lines of that. I hope my thing ain't rattling. I just realized I'm moving my hair and I got my headset in my ear over here, my little earpiece, and I don't want to be rattling too much. I might need to switch it out and put it in the other side, but we'll be all right. Y'all let me know if it makes too much noise. You're doing good. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Black Widow, you know what? Thank you, darling. You all right with me, baby. I appreciate you. You said you shared it on your community. Thank you, baby. You know what? You all right with me. Thank you, darling. Okay, good. Thank you, Grant. No, it's wonderful, wonderful. Because I'm hearing it rattling all up against my hair and against my cap, and I got my little ear pod in my ear here, and it seems like it's making all that noise around y'all. But yeah. So he gave us some very good tips on things that we should not do before you start your live. And one of the things he said, you don't want to drink too much of any kind of fluid, but you don't want to drink too much stuff, whether it's water or drink. Especially don't drink no pop, because that pop will make you be burping and going. You don't want to be burping on folks' face, right? You want to be disrespectful. So he talked about certain things, you just don't make sure you don't drink, too much before the live. Make sure you don't eat, certain foods before the live, because you don't want your stomach to be bubbling and you have to get up and tell me, I got to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want that to happen. And, but he did say you need to make sure you have some water or some type of drink on hand during the live, because, your mouth will get dry. Your mouth will get real dry, child. You be talking so much, your mouth get dry. So make sure you have some water on deck. And then just be very careful about what you're eating before you go on your live, because you don't want to have that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have that. Right. You know what? Some people do eat on their lives. Now you're right. I see people do that. And to each his own. If you're just starving like Marvin, you know what I'm saying? You just got to, hey Rhonda, how you doing? Rebounding. Here I go again, Cheryl. I'm sorry, Cheryl. Forgive me, baby. I did it again. Now you should know Miss G by now. Every time I see that R up there, I want to make you be Rhonda, but you ain't Rhonda. Yours says rebounding, not Rhonda. Okay, darling. So I apologize, Cheryl. Cheryl, it wouldn't be me if I didn't make this blooper. Now you already know how Miss G always doing. But thank you, Cheryl. Welcome in. I appreciate you coming through. Yeah. Yeah, baby. She said, Grant says burping in live shows you're not real. Really? Wait a minute. You said when you burp in the light, it shows that you are real. You know what? Now, like I said, now sometimes you can't. Sometimes a burp gonna do what a burp want to do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do what it want to do. But it's just to try to minimize that. You know what I'm saying, Grant? We want to try to minimize the burping. Don't drink pop before you sit down and start a live. or soda or Coke or whatever you want to call it. Don't drink it because you know how the acid does. It'll bubble up in there. Next thing you know, you're burping. But you're right. It'll show that you ain't AI, right, Grant? And as far as eating on lives, you're right, Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't fancy to see people eating per se. You know, if I have to eat some, I'm gonna turn my camera off, or I'm gonna be trying to, you know, as little as possible. So, you know, sometimes it happens when you're on it, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it is what it is. So Grant saying hi to Cheryl. Everybody saying hello to each other. I absolutely love it. Hello, Simone. How are you, my darling? You're the beautiful one. Simone, I'm so glad to see you. She's using her beautiful letters. As a member, you get to use those lovely, lovely letters and make them stand out in the chat, and they just pop, pop, pop like popcorn. So thank you, Simone, so much for coming in. This was kind of, once again, like a random pop-up, per usual. Oh, I love you too. I love you too, Simone. You know, I'm ready to see you again doing your interviews because I love those. You know, and then, you know, when you live, see, Simone, I can come in and troll a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? I can pop in and troll just a little bit, Simone, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's always fun because what's so funny to me is Simone be trying to keep that straight face. You know what I'm saying? She be trying to be serious. You know what I'm saying? She just is a sweetheart. She really is. And she's got that sweet, soft-spoken voice. And she be trying to be serious. The guests, the people, the co-hosts, the guests be talking. They be trying to talk. And Simone be trying to keep that straight face. Girl, you be trying to keep that straight face, sis. And but you can't do it. When you go to reading your comments down there and you see folk be showing out, especially if you got a whole crew of clowns in there. And trolls, the fun kind now. I'm saying the fun clowns and the fun trolls, you know what I'm saying? You know, because we all family. So we'll do that every now and then just to see the expression on the host's face. So yes, Simone, I'm missing that, girl, because you know I'm ready to get back down there in the chat and make you laugh and smile. So, you know, but you take your time. I've been enjoying your shorts. Darling. Yes, I have. But still, I'm ready to see you again live and in living color. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, but I just want to say shout out to my girl. That's my sister. That is my sister, honey. I love me some Simone. So Simone, I was just saying how yeah, I miss you, my darling. I miss you too. Simone, I was saying how that Goga from Yoga with Goga, he has his master classes, right? And he teaches a lot of things about YouTube. He's a mentor to so many of us as a mentor because he got the goods, honey. He know all this stuff. He does his research and he knows a lot of things about YouTube on the back end. So in his class the other day, he was giving some advice, some wisdom. Thank you. I just saw something pop up. Hey, Grant, thank you. Geez, what's going on? Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful gift. Thank you, Grant. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. So Gogo was talking about things you don't do on lives. And how all of it started was because somebody, they were not muted. So since they were not muted as they was getting ready to leave out of the live, the people that was remaining on that live, since she wasn't muted, they heard her tooted. You know what I'm talking about? Earthquake. It wasn't just a little quiet toot. It was like an earthquake, child. It was like shaking earthquake. So anyway, it was just so funny. I thought it was very, very funny. Oh, yes, exactly. Simone, he's a mentor. Right. So as a matter of fact, it was through you and Red from Redstream TV. You guys were the ones that helped me to connect and to link up with Mr. President. So I just love it. So I enjoy being in his academy, as he calls it. You know, I enjoy being in his masterclass. And he gives great wisdom about different things that we need. You watched it too, Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl. Yes. So I just had to say that, you know, so that's one of the things I was talking about. I need to make sure I have me some water when I'm sitting down to do the lives and things like that. And, you know, it's just a lot of good wisdom. Listen, I ain't calling no names. Well, welcome in, no, I can't say your name, babe. I'm sorry. I just see the last part is Venmoose. It's going great. Thank you so much for asking. Welcome into the live stream. Today's Mrs. G, your favorite auntie in the house on her lunch break, honey, and prepping for tonight's live stream. Tonight, this evening at 6:30. Eastern Standard Time. I want to come in and try to figure out what I want to talk about. See if y'all had any ideas, any suggestions. But I think I have an idea what route I want to go tonight. So that's what I'm going to be talking about, being bitter or better. The basically is, are you bitter or are you better? You know, after hurt and disappointment. So that's basically what I want to be talking about tonight. And but yeah. And I was saying how I definitely would like to have the panel open so that people can come up on the screen and interact, tell me what kind of things they had going on. Now, if you would like to drop your link, your channel name, you know, whatever you want some people to see your channel and jump over there, type in the chats, type in exclamation point Auntie, AUNTIE, exclamation point Auntie, and it will put your name, your channel name right up there in the comment section, baby. Yes, it will. It'll put you right up there in the chat. So if that's something you want to do, make sure you do that. It's Peekaboo. That's the name. Peekaboo. Okay. Thank you, Simone. I appreciate it. Well, welcome in. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Welcome. Okay, so Grant, if you're not on the 6:30, you try to pop on dinner at Mom's. Oh, well, yeah, you make sure you enjoy dinner at Mom's, Grant. And Grant, you know, I know you're going to be eating all healthy since you are on your weight loss journey and on your healthy eating journey. So I know you're going to have some good, healthy stuff tonight. So enjoy. I'm not. I am not. Are you? How about you? Are you? Tell me, are you bald? Mark, are you bald? Oh, well, yes, Peekaboo. Thank you. You know what? Simone had to help me out, Peekaboo. Because, honey, sometimes Miss G, she got glasses, honey, but still, honey, I just can't see it all the time. I don't be able to see it all the time. I be trying to. Peekaboo, where am I? Honey, I am in the States, baby. I am in the South, baby. I'm from the deep South, baby, down here in Georgia, baby. And it's just beautiful here. The world is absolutely gorgeous. Hello, Amaya's Art Tribe. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing good, Amaya. Your channel is growing nicely. That your channel is growing. I love it. Well, listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. Since we have Simone. You said you can't see a thing half the time. Simone, listen, I was telling the chat before, even with my glasses, I know it. Baby, I got glasses, fine glasses. I got another pair of glasses. Feel like they're a little stronger than these right here. These right here. It's time to get my glasses upgraded to a little bit stronger. So, Simone, I was saying how I will have the live stream tonight available. I will have a link so that for people who want to come on and talk about, you know, saying their experiences and things like that. I was saying, I'm happy to see you too, Amaya. Welcome. Peekaboo, shout out to Georgia. You've been to Georgia a few times. Oh, you're from the West Coast? Hey, shout out to Georgia. Shout out to the West Coast. Welcome in. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful place. Savannah is an absolutely gorgeous place. It's historical. Augusta is a very, very nice place. I mean, it's just some nice places in Georgia. Now, I tell you now, I am not one that really... Atlanta is a nice place. You got all different parts of Atlanta. Like you got all different parts. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful place too, but it's a busy place. It's a very busy place. You got all walks of life of people there. And you don't want, I would never ever want to stay in the city or near the city part of Atlanta. On the outskirts, you know, you got your different little areas, Jonesboro, you got different spots in the Atlanta region, so to speak. That are nice places, but that traffic is awful. So that ain't something I really like. What was I saying? Oh, Simone, I was saying how with my link, you know, I will have to make sure that I monitor to see who these folks is before I let them invite them on my live on the panel. And I was about to give this story about, I've heard all kinds of stories about people who just, don't do their investigation, don't have they scouts out to check out who coming up on the live screen with them, right? I heard some crazy stuff. And just so happened, what happened on somebody's channel, I want to call them names, they had a very, very, very interesting story about what happened to them because they took the word of somebody and they didn't, oh, they okay, they fine. Child, honey, let this person on their panel on the big screen, child. And mind you, now this channel is just like a very faith-based, laid-back, chill channel. You know what I'm saying? No drama, just a nice, good, clean channel. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. The person allowed that person to come up on their channel. And the person might have started out pretty good. You know what I'm talking about? They might have started out talking pretty good, honey. But baby, after a while, child, things got raw and uncut. And this person showed they behind in a bad way. And everything was going on, child. Honey, everything was going on there. It wasn't nice. And people, honey, we were teasing her like we should have had some snapshot, we should have had some screenshot. Cause baby, they were showing, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know better, you would think you would be at one of them kind of pictures where you have to put coins in and how they open the curtain back and you get to look for a little while and then they close it back. One of them kind of things, y'all. Yep. Yes, honey. Cheryl, I'm telling you, baby. Yes, honey. And I kept trying to tell this person, baby, do you still have that footage? Do you still have the footage? You need to go on, send it and let us see what happened. Send it to me via email. Honey, we laughed and laughed. But anyway, it was a mess. And it took our friend BOK from BOK Food Freaks. I think that's the name of her channel. BOK was just, honey, she painted a beautiful illustration. I wasn't there. But by the time this other friend that came up, by the time she got through painting the picture, baby, it was just like I was right there, child. So I said all of that to say, anytime you have a live stream going and you want to share your panel with somebody, baby, you better make sure you know who coming up there. Because people do crazy stuff. Now I'm telling you, this don't beat all, baby. Now that story right there, it's just a true story. You know what? I might make me a video on this. I might do a video. This happened. And just whoever is doing the most laughing in the chat, that might be who this happened to. I ain't saying for sure. It could be whoever it is doing the most laughing in the chat. That may have happened on their live stream. But I ain't gonna say who it is. But child, it was funny. I just thought it was so funny, but it was terrible. Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you. Now let me go back and read my comments. Simone said, Auntie, stop. I'm serious. Let me go back and read what everybody's saying. Okay, so Cray, hey Cray, what's going on? Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. Amaya is saying hey to Jay. You know, she got to say hey Lil Jay. She's always asking about how Lil Jay doing. So I'm glad Lil Jay's in the chat. And Amaya's in the chat. Yes, Simone, baby. You know I heard about you. So Cray saying hey. Jemiah says she doing Sonic. Okay. So Grant, you asked me if I'm using StreamYard. You could right. Exactly. Grant, yes, I will be using StreamYard. So you can see who come up with any of the platforms. You pretty much see who come up. If you use the regular YouTube app, when you do the vertical stream, you can see who come up before you let them up there. So you just gotta make sure you know these folks. That's all I'm saying. Don't play with it, because these folks can get your channel banned, honey. If this thing had she had to put it in private or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it could have turned out really bad. So but I just teased her. I said, baby, you still got that footage, because Auntie want to see that. Auntie want to see all that, child. What they were talking about was going on, honey, child. They say it was all up in your face, and you couldn't miss it, child. You couldn't miss it. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna leave that alone, y'all. Lil J said, I'm telling you. No, Simone, I was not there. Amaya says, Jay, I love that video on your channel. It's hilarious. He ain't got but one up there. Amaya, he ain't got but one, child. He ain't got but one. He gonna do better by put some more up there. He gonna do better. Lil J said hi. Hello, Key. What's going on? How are you? Pikachu, baby. No, I ain't never met nobody famous. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see. I met I did, but I can't they must not be that famous because I can't remember who they are. I have met one or two, you know what I'm saying, people that were semi-famous. Now, not nobody like John Legend. Now, a friend of mine, she met John Legend. She was on a plane with him, and he was trying to disguise. So she was trying to be real discreet because she didn't want to tell, she didn't want to put his business out there. So Lil J said I might put another funny one out. You got to see. Yeah, he might. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm so happy I did. Simone, you coming on made my day. Yes, it did. I'm so happy that you came on. I'm so excited. Good to see you coming on. Key, my darling, what is going on? Key, my dear, so good to see you. Key, you missed the story, baby, but I ain't gonna replay it. I ain't gonna replay the story, but I don't think I'm saying, Key. I think you do a lot of I don't know. Do you do a lot of live streams, or you do the maybe the silent live streams? It's not where you have people coming up on your panel. I don't know if that's the case, but if you do, just make sure you know who coming up there before you let them on the panel with you, because baby, people do some crazy stuff. You got some crazy folks, and just people just be low now, just evil. Just evil folks, child. Make sure you know who's in your circle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look who's here. Look who's here. Goga with yoga. Hello, Mr. President. How are you, Mr. President? You know what? I've been talking about you. Yes, I have. Goga. Hello, hello, my darling. Coming in with all those eyes. Like, what you talking about? What you talking about, Miss G? Well, Goga, I was having a good conversation. I brought you up. And I talked about how, we had the masterclass the other day, and how you gave us some good tips, honey, what we should do and what we should not do before live, honey. And then I gave a little snip of the story of how you came about that lesson for the day. Because somebody, their mics was not muted, baby. And they came on. And they was getting ready to go. Their mics weren't muted. And honey, everybody who was still left, they heard the toot. They heard them toot it. Because the mic wasn't muted. We heard her toot it. And honey, the way they tell me, child, they say it was an earthquake. It was shaking, rattling, and rolling. But I wasn't there, but I just got the receipt. So if anybody who told it, Goga was the one who told it. And he couldn't even hardly get it out. He was laughing so much. He couldn't even hardly get it all out. But we had a good laugh. So definitely. So guys, listen, Goga, drop your link in the chat. Auntie, ! Auntie. Drop it in there so these folks can see. I ain't making up stories. They can see what had happened, what you said, so they can go to your channel and visit you over there at Yoga with Goga. Drop your link in the chat, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'm doing good, Key. I am doing great. I'm doing great. You don't have people look. Okay, well, Key, that's smart, baby. You might not want to do that. This is for just in the case, in the event that you decide to do that later on down the line. People are always telling people what to do, but honey, I love it when people tell you what not to do. Don't do that. So that kind of how Auntie is, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you some of what work, but baby, I can show them tell you what don't work, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. Auntie tell you don't do that. So that's that was just amazing. It was fun to hear that whole story and how it all lined up. So Simone says, Goga, she's done with you. Shh. He says, shh. Simone, he's saying, hush, 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 don't say no more. Yes, she did. Pikachu, she met John Legend on the flight. Now she says, well, she's my good friend, and she's also my supervisor or my whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it, but she's like, I say she's my supervisor or manager. But we have a really good relationship. So she was flying to California. I think she was flying to California or from California, one or the other. She lives in Florida, so she hadn't been flying to California. So he was on the plane. He was on the flight. And she said, of course, he was in first class. She said he was in first class. John Legend was sitting in first class. And she said, but he was like, I think it was during the time of around little past, shortly after y'all know went on to 2020. So a couple of years later, people were still wearing their mask, right? So he had on his mask and whatnot. And she kept looking like, I know this man. He got on a mask, but he looked a little familiar. But just so happened he had his son with him. And she recognized the son for sure. She was like, oh, that's John Legend. So, of course, he was in first class, but she was in, the regular coach or whatever you call it. So, but she did get a chance to meet him, and she discreetly got an autograph. So it worked that good. She was like, oh, my God, I met John Legend. Oh, my God. And I thought it was so funny. Okay, so let me see what's going on. I'm running my mouth. I used to have the people kept me to keep on with my chat. We're going on in the chat. So Starboom said, I can't remember which characters they are, with Sonic characters. Yoga says, I said, yeah, go, Mr. President saying, Auntie, I know. Simone, you can't be done with us. Come on now. And listen, I already got Fluffy Diva already said that she didn't want to be in the family no more. She said because she ain't taking the number 2 niece. So she already trying to pull out the family. I said, baby, you can't choose your family. You can't choose your family, baby. You can't choose your family. So she's still in the family, but she want to disinherit me. She want to is that the right word? She want to disown me. That's the word. So you can't do it too now. You can't do it too. You can't do it too. Y'all know what? I just thought about something. Guys, Lord have mercy. Let me fix this real quick on the back end over here, y'all. I am see, Goga, here's the thing. You give all these great life lessons, and yet and still I fall short because for one thing, I be doing these little pop-up lives, and I need to do better. Because see, that's what happens when you do pop-up lives. You don't properly prepare. And I did not properly prepare today. I knew I had a few little minutes. So what I decided to do was, you know what? Let me come on over here and okay, let me go and make sure I fix this real quick. Let me come on over here and do a real quick little live, real quick, like, and that's what I did. That's what I decided to do. I did not properly prepare. And now, yay, I fixed it. I think I did. Now, Mr. President, let me say this. I know these people been having these crashes and these little flight issues, you know what I'm saying? Flying Ninja Airlines and the Diva Airline and things like that. And even over on the G Airline, G International, she had her little, mishap too. Had people stuck over in customs and things like that. So I was on the Diva Airlines the other day, and I got, instead of me making it to the Caribbeans, child, I got stuck out there in Alaska. I ain't have on no coat, no gloves, nothing. Just left me out there. Okay. So I'm very cautious now about flying. I told you I had to go ahead and get my take a couple of more classes to make sure that I was legal to fly. Hello, Simply Lifestyle. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming through. So was I muted? Who said? Y'all don't tell me I'm late, y'all. I hope y'all can still hear me. I'm looking at these comments here. You're flat. Oh, okay. Okay. That's Lil J and Amaya having their own little private conversation on that. Goga says, Auntie, I embellished this story. Yes, you did. You did that. You did that, honey. But you made it. But by the time you got through with your story, honey, you just laughed so much. It was just so much fun. I felt like I was right there. I was right there, baby. I was right there. It was so much fun. Okay, so Maya is saying, Lil J can't do live streams because he don't have enough. Well, I mean, he could do that. I think you can still do live stream even though you don't have that many. But you have to have, I think, at least 50 subs to do live streams on your laptop. I think you have to have at least 500. Is that right, Goga, to do it from your phone? I'm not sure. Cheryl's in the house. What's going on, Cheryl? Hugs, Auntie. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I'm trying to catch up, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. Just keep checking out Mrs. G's channel. Amaya, you'll show up soon. Yeah, that's right. She'll show up. He'll be here. Welcome aboard Auntie G's airline. Oh my God, I'm so behind, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. Hush your mama here. Why are you telling me to hush? Lil J is saying hi. Mr. President, hi. 10-minute stories lasted 2 hours. Cheryl, girl, listen, you was in the place, weren't you? You were right there. By the time Mr. President got through with that story, I know he had been, like you said, it seemed like it was a 10-minute story, but it turned out to be at least a 45 to 50-minute story by the time he got through with it. He know what he was doing. Listen, they don't call him Mr. President for nothing, Cheryl. He know what he was doing. He know just what he was doing, honey. But he had a lot of engagement, honey, because we were laughing and trying to figure out who it was. I guess the right person in the chat, but he didn't want to answer it. He didn't want to give it up right then. So he waited a little further on down in line before he told it. He let it slip. Allegedly let it slip who the person was that tooted while she thought she was muted. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, I done talked about this enough. Miss G's behind. She got confused. Yeah, I did. Got confused, honey, and because I be behind. I get behind. But guys, I just want to tell y'all how much I really, really appreciate you so much. You just don't know what it means to have a wonderful, wonderful group of people that are supporters, and that, because it just means a lot. Because I look at, several years ago, I would have never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing now. And you know what I'm saying? Just have great communities to be part of and just to be known as Auntie. Everybody call me Auntie and I love it. But you know what? When I came on here, I said from the beginning, the first thing this came up in my mind. I was like, you know what? I think maybe my second video I did, I was like, I'm Mrs. Jen. You know what? I want to be your favorite auntie. And to me, that just kind of stuck. It just stuck with me. And you know, I just kind of went with that because I do enjoy giving that little southern flair of insight on things that I've learned as a more seasoned. We don't like to use the term old. Go. We don't use old around here. We don't say old. We say refined. Being a little refined and seasoned adult, 50 plus. You know what I'm saying? 58 years old, baby. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm grateful and thankful to be this age. You know, some things I've learned in life. Some things I can tell you. Some things that from my perspective now. And like I said in my very disclaimer, baby. Now, some things may be exaggerated. Some things may be, you have to view and take note at your own discretion, basically what I'm saying. So some names may have been changed to protect the lives of the innocent. That's all I'm saying. I might, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't going to put folks' name out there. But you know how we do. Mm-hmm. So Goga saying, Cheryl, checking out your content. You were in the Sunday service. You are Sunday service material. Okay. Get her, Mr. President, get her up there, baby. Let her do some Sunday service. Get her in the house, baby. Get her up there in the church, baby. Get some Sunday service. Because Cheryl does not do a lot of lives. Well, she does the lives, but she's doing her rebounding. But she came on my live the other night and I was like, wow, I felt really flattered because Cheryl, you don't make Cheryl, honey, make a special guest appearance, baby. Huh? You is special. But Cheryl to make a special guest appearance, honey. So I felt really special that she did that. I felt really special, really special. So I was very blessed. Yes, season, Lil J. Season. So like I said, Lil J and Amaya, they got their own little sidebar conversation going on over here. So guys, you guys are so funny. I'm glad to see you both in. I'm glad that Amaya got a chance to see because she always me, how's Lil J? So I'm glad he was able to be in the chat today, in the chatment today, as Tina Mo for sure would say. She calls it the chatment. So thank y'all so much for coming through. I'm not going to be on here too much longer because it's really supposed to be my lunch break. And I don't know whether or not my office computer, my work computer has been pinging in there or not. Maybe not. But I'm on my break. It is what it is. So folks don't be bothering me while I'm on my break. So what I'm trying to do right now, real quick, let's just see, because I already know we got Mr. President in the house. We got Simone in the house. And I don't want them to be talking about, you know what I'm saying? Now, we know the rules of engagement. When we leave our live, what we try to do is to support other channels who may need a little support. And what we try to do a raid or a redirect. Now, I've been real funny about doing this redirect stuff, y'all, ever since I had that little boo-boo I made. And not to mention, child, that I be having trouble finding people that's on live during a certain time of the day. So I'm trying to see, who do I see that might be live? Novelty Queens is Novelty. Can I please have a scout to go out and check for me to see whether or not Novelty Queens is actually on her live? Can I please have a scout to go out and check to see whether or not Novelty Queens is still on her live before I make a decision and have a crash landing? I would certainly appreciate that. And then let's see, if she's not, then who else do I see? Simone. Oh, baby. Simone, my darling. Okay, so I already know. I see who I want to do a raid over to my darling Simone's channel. Yes, ma'am. So, hello. Well, hey, Miss Corrine from Thrifting Grandma of 19. Listen. This is another darling. Y'all, let me tell y'all, Corrine, Miss Corrine, she is a seasoned and refined woman. Yes, she is. You see her title says Thrifting with Grandma, right? So she's definitely a grandmama. Honey, you want to talk, if you want to hear some good old school back in the, honey, listen, y'all. I said this because I just recently met her, but I've been on her channel. I catch her lives. She used to do lives every morning. You know how the more refined ladies and gents, you know what I'm saying, they go to bed at a good time, so they get up at a good time. They get up early. So she be up early drinking her coffee, having coffee and conversation on her live. So her channel is she does a lot of bit of this and that. She's like the grandmama who she one of them mud ears. You know what I'm talking about? One of them mud ears. Big mamas. And honey, she ain't no sit on the couch kind of big mama, baby. She the one, baby, she gets up and moves something. She will move something. So she's just amazing. So grandma, Corrine, if you would drop your channel link in the chat by typing in !Auntie, so that those that are here now can actually jump over to your channel. They can watch some of your content, and they might have to, just, how we do it. We jump over there. We want to be able to watch for that full day, we want to watch a whole video now. We don't want to just jump over there and jump in and say, we ain't doing no sub for sub, but we want to be able to support one another. So if you could drop your link in that chat. Yes, ma'am. All you got to do, you type in exclamation point, and then you type in AU. You see how Amaya did it? That's it right there. That's it. Season J. You see what he did? What he did on Goga? What he did? What did he do? Because I missed it. Indeed. Okay, what he said? He said something about season. I don't know what he did, but I appreciate you, Goga, for bringing it up. Oh Lord, let me just do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Miss Corrine, I just made you a mod. So, but listen, what you can do still, drop your channel, your link, your channel name in the chat by just typing in exclamation point and then type in Auntie, all one word, all together. Okay. So that way you can actually, awesome, great. So guys, you see her channel name is right there in the chat. So y'all, please, y'all pop over there. She's a darling. She really is. I'm telling you, Mr. President, you would love her. You would absolutely love her. Now she is really, really good Sunday service material. You hear me? She is really very, very good Sunday service material. So check out her, pop over there and check her out. Mr. President, you're going to love her. You're going to love Corrine over at Thrifting Grandma. Thrifting Grandma. You see her name in the chat, y'all. Y'all know how Miss G Miss get words all mixed up. So yeah, Lil J is a mess. He is a mess, Gogo. But Mr. President, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me. So when we leave here, we're going to do like a nice smooth flight. We're going to fly on over to Cascade at Dreamlight Waterfall of Colors. And that's with Mo. What's the channel name? It's our darling Simone and her baby's channel. So we want to jump over there and give her some support. So we're going to we're not crashing. No, we're not crashing. We are not crashing, Mr. President. Please don't say that. Thank you so much. Who was that? Diva. Gosh, I can't read you. Thank you, sweetie. Whoever, I can't see your name good, baby. You said you're from Toronto. Is that what you're saying? No. You said from Singapore. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome. Great deal. Oh, Mr. President, you already popped over there. Awesome. I love it. So yeah, you guys, we're going to connect. We're going to support. We're going to do what we got to do to help each other out and just enjoy each other. It's all about, baby. Because if you like that content, baby, you need to go on. You know what you need to do. If you're enjoying what you're watching, make sure you get that thing a thumbs up, baby, and you go back and watch that stuff, honey. You know what to do. Y'all know how we do it over here. So make sure you guys hit the like button if you have not. Mrs. G is getting ready to get on up out of here. Thank you for the like and the sub. I appreciate you, Diva. I'm sorry, I cannot see. It's DIVMA Magadiv. Okay, thank you, baby, from Singapore. Appreciate you. Much love. Much love. I'm doing great. Everybody, somebody says, welcome aboard. Welcome to the G Hive. That is my tag. That is my hashtag G Hive. I say G Hive because I'm Mrs. G, and it's like a little beehive. Y'all know how the bees are in those beehives, right? So we all in it together. We working together. So that's how I came to the conclusion of the G Hive. We all working here together. So we love you guys so much. What you say, Simone? You said go to Novelty. Okay, are you sure? Okay, well, I can switch it up now. You need to let me know what you want me to do now. Simone, let me know before I make this transition real quick now. So you got just a few minutes to tell me what you want to do. The G-Lines Airlines, you just a host. Oh my God, you're too funny. Okay, so Simone, you said you want to pop on over to Novelty Queens. Is that the final answer? Final answer, Novelty Queens. Let me know. Final answer, Simone. Is that the final answer? No talk. She says no talking, just join. That's her. So hers is kind of like a silent, but she is working on it. She is still live. Yours is silent. So okay. So here's the thing now. Novelty Queen says no talk, just join. So I want to support, definitely want to support her channel. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, we're going to go on over to Novelty then, okay? Well, we're going to move on over to Novelty Queens. We're going to make the adjustments. The air traffic controller gave me instructions that was a no-fly zone. No fly zone. We're gonna move on over there. So only thing you have to do is just hang tight, Miss Simone, Miss Corrine, and we're just gonna do a smooth flight on over there. What you say, Goga? Goga, move, smooth flight. We got Kathleen in the house. Hey, Kathleen. Hello, my darling. Listen, Miss G finna get on off of him, baby, because she on her lunch break. But tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live this evening. And our topic for tonight's live will be bitter or better. So y'all have something to think about. Y'all be thinking on that. So if you want to come up on the panel, we're gonna talk about it. All right. Simone, the way Auntie reposts people who crash. Oh Lord. Goga said, Simone, the way Auntie roast people who crash, you have to see. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Mr. President, you had to blast me like that. But we finna move on over here to Novelty Queens. And wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. She said schedule for March the 9th. What the day is, y'all? Hold on. What is the date? Today's the 19th. What? Wait a minute now. Can somebody please confirm? Please, somebody, can you confirm whether or not Novelty Queens is actually live? Because I see something says scheduled. I don't want to have another crash because I got Mr. President in the house, and he, I don't want my license revoked, guys. I really don't. I don't want my license revoked, so I got to put my good glasses on now. It says March the 19th, and the day is the 19th, right? So what I see, it is live. I see it is live. Let me look to make sure because I don't want another crash. I don't want another crash, y'all. It says live. Live. Anastasia is live. Let's chop and do beating. Okay, y'all. I need y'all to know. I need some feedback. We have Anastasia, who's actually live. It's showing that she's live. And then we have Novelty Queens, who's showing that she's live. Now, Anastasia, she's awesome. She's going to be doing some cooking and chopping. And with, hey, Josh, what's going on? And then, of course, Novelty Queens says that hers is live. No, I don't want to crash. No yoga with Goga. I do not want to crash. Start boom. No, we are not doing this today. We ain't doing this today, y'all. We ain't doing this, y'all. All right, so listen. Okay, so I know for sure now that Anastasia is definitely live because I could not get no feedback as to whether or not Novelty Queens is live. Can anybody tell me for sure? Novelty is live. Okay, so we're gonna go to Novelty, right, Goga? I'm taking your word now, Novelty. We're going over to Novelties, okay? Mr. President has said, Mr. President, Josh, bless your heart. Thank you, Josh. Repeat, Mayday. Little J, if you don't hush, you better. All right. So if there is a crash, let it be known that Mr. President, the president of YouTube Airlines, is the reason why there was a crash. Okay. Let it be known. Y'all got receipts. Mr. President says Novelty Queens. Okay. So here we go. We're going to move on over to Novelty Queens. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, and that's where we're going. Okay, y'all. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Yes, I had to get confirmation. I can't be out here. You know, that's what the traffic controllers are for, right? Ain't that what they for? They're supposed to be out there with them lights and showing the pilot where they're supposed to land at, right? Okay. All right. So Mr. Goga, Mr. President of YouTube Airlines, has said that it is safe to fly to Novelty, Queens, over there on that strip. The terminal is open. So we safe to fly. So we're gonna pray that we have a smooth flight over, y'all. We're gonna get there. So y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for coming through. And if you can hang out with me tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will look for you there. No, Amaya, Lil J gonna get on the flight. He gonna have to learn like everybody else. If we crash, Lil J gonna crash too. He ain't taking no Uber and he ain't driving, Amaya. All right, guys. I love y'all. See y'all next time. Wish me luck. Bye.